Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahushua, Bahasham, Wakah, Wadash, double honor to our apostles and other great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. We're Great Millstone, Mississippi. Brother got a lesson.
All right. Tonight we're going to do a lesson on the characteristics in the ways of Esau. Because when you find out the ways and characteristics of Esau, you see who the people today. And the people today is the white people, so-called white people. And that's how you know who is Esau, by the ways and the characteristics of Esau.
So all right, I'll start it. All right, this is Genesis 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord Yahweh for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord Yahweh. And the Lord Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
That's right. It says it's 2 manner of people in thy womb. And one came out, and it will tell you how each individual, it's going to show how one individual came out different from the other one. Keep going, bro.
Okay. Back into the scripture, it states back in Genesis 25 and 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Verse 25, and the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
I said one came out red, all like a hairy garment. He wasn't like a hairy garment, he just looked like a hairy garment, but he red. All right, keep going, bro.
Okay. Back in the scripture, Genesis 25 and 26, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
So the next brother came out, it didn't try how he looked, because he looked normal.
Right.
He was a normal human being. But Esau, when Esau came out, they're like Esau. Yeah.
Wasted away.
That's right. And he looked, he was red because his people was gone.
Yeah. And then even from a science standpoint, this is betterhealth.com, and it states to form identical twins, one fertilized egg splits and develops 2 babies with exactly the same genetic information. This differs from fraternal twins, where 2 eggs are fertilized by 2 sperm. So literally, Rebecca had 2 eggs in her womb. That's the reason why they didn't look the same.
They look the same.
It was 2 different spirits.
Yeah. Because they said different manner of different 2 people. One will come out stronger than the other one, because they're 2. And you can tell that the people that came from Jacob are stronger than the people from Esau. You should tell them. Spiritual, mentally, and physical.
And it states, and the boys grew, you know what? Genesis 25. Yeah. Back in Genesis 25 and 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
That's right. And Esau was a man in the field. He was a kind of hunter. And today, and you see these so-called white people, they love hunting.
Yeah.
They'll go to the extreme depth to shoot a deer. They'll go fight, not fight, but they'll go hunt a grizzly bear. Now Jake, we don't do that. We're not going to hunt no damn grizzly bear. Right. We know that grizzly bear, can kill you. Yeah. We're not going to hunt no lions. We're not going to swim no sharks. Right. We're not going to do nothing that is not.
It's not life threatening.
Right. They didn't give on the edge type. That's the type of characteristics they get. They just go all the way up.
And then they talk about the cunning hunter. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So this man would actually put a deer scent on them, right, or camp out there in the woods in a deer stand for about 2 or 3 days. Or if he's hunting duck, make duck sounds. He have a device to make sounds like a duck. That's cunning.
Yeah, like they'll camp out like all week. Doing that shit.
And then they teach their kids that, because then you have a 6 or 7 year old at deer camp with his father.
That's right.
I did a video a couple years ago. A lady was down there 80 years old, and she killed a deer like down there 70 yards away.
But that's Esau. That's how he was.
It's crazy.
And 70 years old.
Mm-hmm. She's about 70.
Yeah. And that's in them to be that way. Mm-hmm. And they can't help it. They can't change it. That's how the Yahweh made them to be. They're not right. They wicked. They like to hunt. They like to do everything. It's different from Jacob.
Yeah, it ain't the Jacob hunt animals. He can eat. See, Esau is bigger than animals.
Yeah,
like he's trapped up people, nations.
Yeah,
it's on a whole nother level. Like Jake is hunted, like the ghetto. You gotta think it's nothing when Jake, is come out the womb. The hunt is on. Even when there was on Boys in the Hood. Men's society. They said you can pray. That's the the animals, but then he on a whole nother level. Like when you look at how the situation he got Jake in, even when Jake said, what they say, it's the trap.
Right.
Who set the trap? Mm-hmm. Who's because the drugs and the guns, and then he rewards you on TV. That's a bait. Yeah. Because like when he hunt animals like a bear, you got bear traps. Yeah. Because you don't see the trap, but you see the reward. Mm-hmm. Like he'll have videos playing all day with niggas glorifying, the lifestyle, of a dope boy, trap music. Hell, he named the music after that. Mm-hmm. But you don't see the snares that's in that shit. Right. Even when Pimp C, he was like, you gotta rap about both sides. Pimp said that. You were just seeing one perspective. Glory. Yeah, but you don't see the snare when you start walking in that path towards their reward. The snares that's laid everywhere, man.
It's more snares than rewards. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You get every corner you turn, every 2, 4, 5 steps, is another trap to pull you back in there.
That's right.
Trap.
Go ahead. I was watching Sat TV. He was based in Chicago. He was saying how his cousin by an artist named Rome, so he went to jail. He probably in there until late 2030, maybe around that time frame. So he was just going into how Rome was in his court sentence, and the judges was talking about that, with the drill music. Mm-hmm. At the same time, what Esau does, they set the stage for Jake to go ahead and have the guns and make their music type of popular. But in the court system, they talking about them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but you can't get a deal without being the most wicked fucking world. That's the trap.
Yeah. And that's why that show on TV, on True TV, they had on bait cards. Yeah. They'll put the card there to bait our people in and saying how to do them drugs, them guns, everything. They put it out there. So Jake, it's card. That's your card. Don't open. They'll leave. Keys in there, keys in there, and they take that fucking car. As soon as they go, they cut it off. They baiting our people in to steal their car.
I got a real quick one. What's like? You want to get your?
Y'all go ahead.
This book of Psalm 10 and 8. It says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places do he murder the innocent.
In your Senate office, you know what I'm saying, as president.
That's right.
Also as police officers, as doctors.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the lurking places. Ultimately, that's going into the nobility of Edom. But hey, they have people lesser than them still doing their bidding, man. These everyday Edomites that pushes the agenda of the nobility of Edom, which is what? To attain the New World Order, man. Those are the lurking places. You can't get a deal unless you talk about being a sodomite, or sleeping with another man's woman.
Yeah, anything contrary to the scripture.
Anything that's contrary to the ways of the Most High.
I'll go another level, you know, how he did like that way of so-called black club. Then you see the police be waiting like the roadblocks, but they know Jake gonna be drinking. Yeah. So by the time they stop him, that's a DUI for Jake right there.
Yeah, you know, right down the road. Well, in the city I'm from, you know, it's numbered Northern King and Jake live over there. They'll set a roadblock right there. They know they come from Jackson to go home. They'll set the roadblock there to catch our people. You know, and this is all about the design. It's all about design.
This system.
That's right.
This system is actually the pit. All right, and the pit is what? A trap. So all the entire nation of Israel is entrapped by this system. That is why the scripture stated in Deuteronomy 28:68, no man shall save you unless that man is Yahweh Shai, and unless you are the hopeful elect.
So he said, he sit in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places do he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor.
And that's how it is. Because they know Jake don't have they don't have the jobs or the substance as other nations do. So that's why Jake go out and commit crimes. They rob and steal, whatever.
Nice.
But you know, and they do that because they know that we don't have it like everybody else or something. That's why they basically. Well,
yeah, that's why they come for us.
Yeah.
You know, Jake is at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
You know, but just to land back on brothers, you know, because like Priest Tobias said, this system is a pit, and it's also compared to a net. This is Habakkuk chapter 1, beginning at verse 14. And make his men as the fishes of the sea, as the creeping things, they have no ruler over them.
Yeah, because the fish, you know, all the fish seeds they worm. You know, you plug it up right there and turn your script on. But all the fish seed is the worm. You don't see the hook that's on there, right? You see? And that's the main fishing technique. That's the main hunting technique that he does for our people, man. You know, he put this illusion of a lifestyle, but you don't see the traps that's within that, man. You don't see that hook. You know what it's called, hook, line, sink. You know, just like even with the election. You know, with Biden.
Same thing, bro.
You know, Biden was just a bait.
Yeah.
The least threw that nigga out there, and you just bit, and now you finna reel you niggas in, man. Yeah.
Hey, Biden means what? Hey, Joe Biden. Joe goes into Yahweh, which means to add, and Biden means what? Continually. To add continually. And that's strong you said about that net, bro, because in the lurking places in the Hebrew, it goes back to ambush. A fisherman ambush fish with a net.
Yeah.
You to pray. You know, watching this stuff.
And make his men as the fishes of the sea, as the creeping things, they have no ruler over them. They take up all of them with the angle. They catch them in their net and gather them in
an angle such as black culture, which leads to the American dream.
Right.
You know?
Yep. And that angle which says and they take up all of them with the angle. Angle means hook. And they catch them in their net and gather them in the drag, which is dragnet. Therefore they rejoice and are glad.
Because really all Jake wants is the American dream.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, from the doughboys to the suburban boy, they want to be at the height of this so-called pinnacle. That's it. They want the house and the cars and the woman. That's it. That's it.
You can watch videos on YouTube. You see Jake in the hood. They were talking about how there'd be carts of guns out there, just left out there for them, man. So it ain't nothing but bait. That's really it's synonymous to that bottle that Esau gave his neighbor, man.
Yeah. That trap, that trap is and guess what? Jake fall for every time because they want to be poverty all their life. So you know they gonna do. They know they get caught selling them drugs, doing whatever they do, stealing cars, whatever. They know they caught with this. They gonna give some years for it.
Then Esau, he would set up these different rap leaders like Future, Jeezy. But you actually talk, you know, listen to the interviews, they don't let their kids listen to that type of music, man.
Or they Cardi B. Her little daughter came in there when the shit was on. She cut the shit out.
And she ain't let her own daughter listen to
that WAP shit, whatever that song. That shit was on. Her little daughter ran in there. She hit the button fast, like, and started talking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, that shows you that how people have learned the ways of the wicked. Because I think you did. Well, I know you had mentioned how even the CEO of Pfizer not gonna take the vaccine.
Yeah.
You see, so Jake produced poison, but he don't even partake in it. You see, just like Esau, man. So these people are of their father, just as you know. How should I say it, man?
Was it Jeezy? Yeah, sent his son to college. You know what I'm saying? But he got Jake.
Nigga dropping out of college.
Right.
You know, trying to imitate him. Man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know.
That's crazy. I got to preach that too. This Habakkuk 2 and 15. It says, "Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth that bottle to him and maketh him drunk."
And that's what Esau do to our people. From your so-called Negro, Latino, and American, and actually like foreigner. That's what he do to our people.
And the scripture in Isaiah says they are drunken but not with wine. So that's this system like brothers getting into, this westernization. You know, that illusion. You know, because just to go back to the brother's main point in his lesson, the characteristics of Edom, you know, they hunt, like brother said, everything. So now it's not just them out in the woods, you know, bro, like their blessing is to hunt and to weaponize. So they gonna destroy everything, man. They destroying the air, you know, the food we eat, you know, and the minds of the people, man. And like brother Priest Biden had mentioned, see what Biden, they got you niggas right in the trap. You know what I'm saying? Because you got this one Jake who's singing on, was a TikTok, and they put it on World Star. I need my stimulus check, you know, through. So he just waiting for the next stimulus check. If you get that 1,400, 2,000,
Jake locked in.
you know?
Jake gets another 1,400. Jake locked in, man. You know? What I'm saying is all in the jungle, man. You know? And Jake is for the taking, man, because Jake has no foundation in anything, man. That's why Howard Shot called him what, sheep. That's right. Yeah, you know, he called Israel sheep, man. You know, and they looking for any type of leadership outside of Howard Shot, man. You know.
Since you said that, kind of quick yourself.
You know, they want to be on the same playing field as Esau, but that ain't gonna work. That would never work. Your enemies. And not gonna let you be on the same field. Because I watched that movie, Blood and Bones, and then Jake want to be in the same round table with all them high up guys. He said no. He said no. Basically, he said him one of them. He want to watch us fight, play basketball, be like a monkey, but he not want us to be on the same playing field with them.
Because he's weaker.
That's right.
See, although Esau has he's a brute beast, a savage man, right? But at the end of the day, he has a spiritual game plan to attempt to keep the nation of Israel from the Most High. And that's why he does everything from your day-to-day life to keep you separated by sinning. You know what I'm saying? So this whole system is designed to keep you away from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know? And just to back up the brother Yash, in Mark 6:34, and Yahushua, when he came out, saw much people and was moved with compassion toward them because they were as sheep, not having a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things.
And that's why he raised up prophets in the latter days, you know, for the remnant. So the remnant will have leadership in the earth in these times when he saw Edom was going to make his attempt, you know, to completely separate us from Yahweh Shem Shah, man, through his technology, man. You see? So now our people have leaders, you know, that they can instill a mindset in our people so we can have a defense against this devouring wolf, man. You know, so Esau finna devour. See, he's finna devour Jacob. You know, right now he's still the calm before the storm. Wait till he really just start devouring, man. You know, when the Lord just crank his spirit up some more, man, because he has more hatred to show you Israelites, man. You Israelites ain't seen nothing yet, man. You know?
It's Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them an error, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
Because the leaders of this people, all right, every plan that they have, you know, includes this place continuing on, man. If your leader is not talking about the complete destruction and overthrow of America through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, then his plan has no weight, man. You know, and it involves this nigga still being in power, man. You know, everybody wants to, all your leaders are set up to make you join back unto the so-called white man. You know, because that's all these leaders do. You know, they see, like they'll see the Israelite movement. Well, they'll put some agents within Israel to try to draw back as many as he can. You know, like ISHPK. That's nothing but another avenue back to the so-called white man. IUIC, it's another avenue. He came to where you was at and built the road back to him, man. You know?
Because he's trying to offset prophecy.
Yeah.
Because you got to go ahead, Scott.
No, I'm saying, like, you know, IUIC, they're nothing like Israelite group with a Christianity twist. Then you got ISUPK, they're Israelite group with a Black Panthers twist. You know what I'm saying? They're not spiritual at all.
That's it, bro.
At the end of the day, Esau has his hand in all those guys' pockets, man. That's right.
Just the new Malcolm X and MLK.
And then you got guys that just straight up, blatantly sold out and compromised, like TD Jakes, you know, because he was on, I want to say, CNBC earlier. You know, he was on one of those different news stations, basically speaking well of Biden, speaking well of the inauguration and how we need peace. And then you have, you know, you have more of those videos having dislikes than likes now. You see so many people waking up, you know, even for all those different live streams, you know, of the inauguration, they have more dislikes than likes, man. And then you had, bro.
So I remember the comments too. Oh man, they're going in,
lighting them up.
Oh, they're going in. They're going in on them. They're like, some of them like they the devil. They're talking bad about them.
Yep.
So
about Biden and Kamala. And speaking on the leaders, well, about scripture on the leaders, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. And that's what you see with this present administration. You know, Esau and Eve. You know, or not, well, the Terra Eve, the Eve originally, you know, was an Israelite woman. You know, but Kamala, she's a damn terror, but she's a woman nonetheless. She gonna lead y'all Jakes right into destruction, man. You know, but yeah, you got it, bro. Did you want to finish that? What you had, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, nah.
Was the son?
Yeah, son.
Okay.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah. Come. This Psalms 58:1.
Yeah.
It said, "Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men?"
Come on. Who's the son of man? You're the nations.
All right.
I mean, do Esau judge righteous?
No.
No, he don't.
No.
Nah, he put the Edomite and Jacob commit the same kind of crime. They gonna get Jacob 50 years. They gonna get Esau 2 years. Or slap on the wrist. Yeah, like your house arrest.
Know what they do to them popes, priests and Catholic priests?
Yeah.
They just get sent away somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere else.
To another spot.
Or what about those Edomites that participate in these blue collar crimes? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't get no lifetime jail sentence. You know,
the banks get bailed out.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
O congregation, do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? 2. It says, yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth.
And look, and if this person, if these people is not Esau, I don't know it all. Because they go about the world pushing terror. Now they the real terrorists.
Yeah, but
They said they wave up. They said they wave violence in your hand. They go to each where they go wherever they want to go, and they basically they force with the weapon, with the guns, you know.
Yeah.
The military,
Yeah.
democracy,
That's
yeah,
the ball too.
yeah.
Cause hey, I was watching James Bond, Quantum of Solace, and they showed you how a coup is designed. Basically, you had this Edomite. Basically, he was working from a shadow government, and he basically talked about how he had took over Haiti. Now you had the so-called Bolivian president that came over there, and he told him, "Look, we already done started destabilizing your government. Basically, we're going to provide you with security, so on and so forth. And we also have 26 countries willing to accept your you being the new president." Talking about the so-called EU. So that's how they do. You know what I'm saying? They put that shit in your TV, man. So they go out there and they basically control the money system, utilizing what? The military, man. That's it.
That's proof they're bringing this new world order by force.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be by way of violence, man. But that verse is big because if you like for example in the ancient world you had scales, you had to have just weights and just balances. See with Esau, for him bringing justice, it's gonna be his own justice.
Yeah.
Him just taking you out. You know, that's how it works, man. You know, so hey, it's about to be war on all levels. And somebody had put a comment up. The brother said he was reading the comments. They're speaking on how they want peace. They say when a nation, you look back at history, a nation when they leave off from God, they're gonna have peace and unity, basically with man's intelligence. Basically, this is Satanism. You know, that's what this new world order is all about. That's why you notice his cabinet is gonna have all types of freaks in it.
Yeah.
You know, hey, brothers get prepared to see a lot of freakism, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And back you up, Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight.
Yep. Yeah, so that's proof this place got to be taken out because that's all Esau does. He's a imbalanced man. This is an imbalanced society, man. That's why, hey, brothers, we got to pray. You know, shit didn't happen today, but we still need it to happen, man. You know, because it's about to be, a very narrow path for men in this truth, man. You know, you got it, bro.
All right, this is Psalm 50:16. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, "What have you to do to declare my statutes, or that you should take my covenant in your mouth?"
And that's what Esau do. And then what he said, want to write it?
Talking about the year of the Bible or something.
You're like, God, this is the law of the land. That's right. He said it now. But do they ever uphold anything in the scriptures at all?
And both of them swore on the Bible.
That's right.
That's right.
And they're gonna do nothing that Bible says at all.
That's real.
Like you say, like a prop.
It's just smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
People see it. I'm gonna do this, and like, oh yeah, did you still what about? Yeah, no, them motherfuckers ain't gonna do nothing at all what the Lord say do.
But it shows you also the validity of the scriptures, because they don't swear on the Quran or the Dead Sea Scrolls. So that goes to show you that the Holy Scriptures is the truth.
You know, right?
Although they don't exercise that standard, you know.
Because they're gonna say, what do big guy do with?
Yeah, bro. Seeing thou hate instruction and cast my words behind thee.
That's what it is. They catch the line behind. Catch what?
Yeah.
Words behind.
Seeing you hate instruction and cast my words behind you.
And that's what Esau do to the T. Homosexuality.
Yeah.
But this is the law of the land, right?
Mm-hmm.
Homosexuality, gay right, lesbian, what do we call it? LGBT rights.
Worshiping other gods.
Worshiping other gods. They push to commit adultery in rap music to the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
You eat what you want to eat.
Yeah.
The delicacy of eating shrimp, lobster, that's a delicacy to eat. But even though it's an abomination to Yahweh Shah for his people, but they push that though.
Mm-hmm.
You're not from the Lord. You're not from this law such come about at all. So,
but just like when John the Baptist went to Herod, and was telling him he was going on for committing
That's
adultery.
right.
In return, although he made that oath, he brought his head back on the charge.
That's right.
You know?
Because they basically got mad because John
rebuked them.
Yeah.
He fucking rebuked them, man. He sharply criticized them.
That proved persecution coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Hey, these people, they dead set against us, man. So that's why Jay got to be the face of all the wickedness the brother named. Because, you know, Esau the accuser of our brother. And they still want to slay their brother Jacob, man.
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah. I got some after the brothers.
This 3. It says the 58:3. It says the wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
And this whole pregnancy crap. He got all the people to believe in. We're gonna change. Everything will be better. He gonna unite us together. No, it's not. This shit gonna be worse. Gas already $2 already back up. I had some guy on Facebook who said gas might be $8 fucking dollars. Bread gonna go up. Everything gonna go up. But our people chose to believe this cocksucker right here. Nigga trying to run like a fucking devil is. Our people want to change. Want this place to thrive. It's not gonna thrive. It's over.
It is pure weakness. He's running. He was running. Then he get injured like playing with his dog not too long ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then it talks about how the wicked is estranged from the womb.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all remember that video with the Edomite little girl, and the mom asked her who stole the
cookies.
He said a nigga did.
Yeah.
And that little girl was 5 years old.
Speaking lies.
Speaking lies.
And that's what they do. They lie to the T. And all these people just believe in Joe Biden, believe in what's her name, Harris, what the fuck she is.
Executive order. You see that stack?
Yeah.
Man, Biden go work on you, nigga.
Yeah.
Every book probably got one from nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
Go work on you, nigga.
You know, it's just if that magazine, everything the same, everybody had the same magazine, right? It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
This nigga.
Man.
And that was a simulation. The brother Ashiar from Charlotte, he put up not too long ago, like a couple months ago. But it was an old simulation. But it was dealing with, you know, it was going to be an unpopular president. Nobody was going to like it. He would basically call it a civil war. You know, it would be a great divide in this country. So, I mean, when you see different things like that, the elite put out, like certain, you know, cartoons about the simulation dealing with America, that should be real, man. It'd be accurate. You know?
I go ahead, bro.
This 4. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the death adder
In the form of their philosophy.
Yeah.
And you can include now the Maxine.
That's how you know Esau was a ancient, a serpent back in the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? Coming back in this style right now. This bleeding, this witchcraft.
Yeah.
You know?
That's part of his tongue.
He believed in everything he said. He got it good, and that same like he doing our people. He got our people brainwashed so bad. Cause like, everything gonna get back together. Man, why they might start killing that ass again. So, I'm gonna have that concept. Let me go ahead, bro. I think that was it. That was it, bro.
I'm gonna just finish that.
All right.
It says, for their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stop her ear.
That's right. And that is another part of snake. That's what it is. And Esau lies is like a poison snake.
Yeah. And he gonna do according to his will.
That's right.
You can't correct them with the scripture.
Yeah, you can't correct the death adder ain't hearing that.
Yeah.
You want to bite your ass.
Hey, don't do that. We be good to you. And you just go ahead. I got something.
I got that Joel
Got something out there.
going to the backing up that death adder. It said Joel 21 and 14. He said, therefore they say unto the Most High, in that day, speaking of the wicked, Esau, it says, therefore they say unto the Most High, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
Because they're wicked. That's why. 2 mannerisms of people that was in Rebecca's womb, man. One was the wicked, the other was the righteous.
Hey, this Ecclesiastes 1:15 says that which is crooked cannot be made straight.
So you cannot make a righteous Edomite. There's no such thing. Or you cannot make an unrighteous Israelite. There's no such thing.
Yeah.
Because from a spiritual standpoint, the Edomites was created to be the wicked, and the Israelites was created to be the righteous.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Going to those two manners, and also you can apply it to, that gulf that's going to be fixed in the kingdom. Because see, right now they speak about a wealth disparity gap. Speak about how you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, are in dire straits in this society. You're in poverty. Well, guess what? These Edomites are going to experience that in the kingdom. Those that are on their side can't cross over onto us and vice versa. Because the Lord knows the spirits, man. They had their time. But yeah, got some real quick. Slowly. Morning, bro.
This is on Job 21:15, and they said, "What is the Almighty that we should serve Him, and what profit should we have if we pray unto Him?"
Because he looked at himself as a God.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, he wants the most opposition. That's why he's pushing this New World Order, this transhumanism.
Yeah. Basically, you didn't give me the blessing. You gave my brother. I'm going to make my own.
Yeah.
I'm going to be you.
Yeah.
That's how you think.
Bless me.
I'm going to bless me.
Yeah, right. Like Job 9:24. The earth is given hands to the wicked. He changed face of the judge, and that's him. That's him to the T. If Lord ain't gonna put me as a God, I'm gonna do it my damn self.
And like that scene on Boys in the Hood, and Yashina always talking about, what you going to the store for? You don't got no money.
Going in.
I'm going anyway.
That's Esau. Regardless.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
And the soul of the Edomites, it don't matter what you do, you can't get right. You just can't get right. And like the pastor always say, if an Edomite done something good, not Edomite, if a so-called Elite person done something good to you, then probably ain't no Edomite. Might be a Jake. But if you Edomite, if you do something right, you got a trick. It's something behind you, behind you. You got something that like it's a agenda behind.
People say got a knife behind his back, got a dagger.
And the word of upright in the Hebrew is sharp, which means upright. Straightforward. Like with Esau, you gotta investigate everything the nigga said, man. Like we can have a conversation, and everything we say is the truth and honesty.
That's right.
But with Esau, you got to take the whole conversation. You gotta go break this shit down.
They take you straight answer.
Yeah, see what he really talking about, man. That's the spirit that's within this man.
And
Jake trusting, and this is Jake. Who Jake laying they life in, man.
Right. Man. They believe everything he say with the simple. They believe everything, every word. So when they say they believe, they hollering about them 20 with the pearls and the motherfucking choke table. And these folks out here got their shit on, like, man.
Tell them what they go back to.
It gotta mean something. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like they doing it just because of what this shit means today.
Yeah, converse means to turn around.
Right.
So if you try to walk in a righteous manner, turn your ass back around.
Right. Get you some pearls.
All back down
you know what I'm saying? No.
And pearls is spiritual.
And pearls is a representation of fertility and something, wisdom and all of that. I had looked it up.
And what's her name? Kamala. She's the perfect for the so-called black woman. She perfect.
We got that proud today.
Yeah, but they
proud of black people,
yeah.
Black women today. You know what I'm saying? No.
They got a post with what's this demon? Michael, Michelle Obama, like pointing at Kamala, and then she doing, Kamala doing something with the face mask on, but kind of like you go girl type shit. So like you said, Eve living it up right now.
Yeah.
Y'all about to catch hell too.
She performed for them.
Yep.
The AKA crap. Oh man, you can't tell them bitches nothing.
Yep.
You think they was already on high bar?
Yeah.
They on another level now.
Yeah. Even some words.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish it off for you, brother. All right, real quick. Habakkuk 2 and 4 down to 5. Behold, his soul is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. And then there's some two manner of people. You got Esau, you got Jacob. I'm finishing off. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine.
That's right.
He is a proud man.
Oh, Esau proud. All of them from the top devil to the small devil, they proud. And you can't tell them nothing.
And that's a characteristic of Esau.
That's right.
That's right. But how you know who they, proud nigga in the room?
Yeah.
You gonna be like, oh yeah, that's Edomite right there.
Yeah, Trump is proud.
Well,
You gonna tell Trump shit?
he the face of pride.
Oh man, you look at the other motherfucker, you see proud on the same
So,
right next to each other.
His spirit was like an eagle.
Yeah.
You know? Neither keepeth at home.
Yeah.
That's another characteristic.
That's it.
Because he's everywhere. He got it's not garrisons, embassies now. It used to be garrison, Roman. It's
Well,
embassy.
King David.
Yeah. So they everywhere.
It's the military base.
Right.
It's everywhere.
Like where you go, it's
Yeah.
one there.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, if it ain't there, it's real close. You know what I'm saying? Though, no matter what country you in, wherever spot you at, they there.
They damn worldwide police. That's what they are. Cause they go the whole world. And they seem like a country. They say that they president or they dictator treating them wrong.
Yeah.
They'll make a coup, like brother say, and they'll come in and just basically go for resources.
Yeah. Take that shit
And
over.
take that shit and basically put their democracy in charge.
And then goes into what? The blessing.
That's it.
The blessing, that kingdom he was going to get, that dominion, that rulership.
Yeah. That's witchcraft,
That's
man.
witchcraft.
Witchcraft. And see, I said witchcraft. I was looking up pearl, and it said pearls, especially pink ones, work well in opening the heart chakra. They can bring love into one's life and
Brainwash.
open. It said open people up to a new feeling and emotions.
Bring America back again.
Man, yeah. Man, hey, being back better.
It's just they twist off.
That's why they keep mentioning Great Reset.
Yeah. Basically, peace without Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
It's the same agenda though.
Yep.
Go ahead,
That's why the peace symbol, basically the peace symbol, you look at it, it's a upside down cross is broken. It's a broken upside down cross. You look at the peace symbol. You know, because there are pieces without the Messiah. You know? Yeah, man. But and another thing I want to say too, because dealing with this dude Trump, you know, he had pardoned Lil Wayne or whatever. You know, it's showing you like just the power. And Kodak, show them.
Kodak. Like Kodak gonna be dressing like what's that nigga name from Atlanta? Wear the dresses and shit.
So you gonna do like
No. The nigga
Young
Young
Thug.
Thug.
Yeah.
That shit came with a price, though.
Yeah, they ain't to let him
You
out.
gonna be bunny hopping or something back then. Like me. Damn.
Was you put on Trump though?
But now, you know, this type of power the Lord gave Esau. You know, was going back to, you know, the power the Lord would give these ancient kings, whom they would, they let live, whom they would, they slew, they in prison. You know, the same thing was said about, you know, Nebuchadnezzar's son. You know, and see, we living in Babylon the Great. You know, so showing you that same spirit is in the earth, man. But see, that power is in Esau's Edom hands. You know, I'm gonna finish it off, bro. It says, "Who enlargement desire is hell, and is as death."
Meaning what? You can't satisfy death and hell, man.
Mm-hmm.
All these people that die, hey, the grave can't be satisfied. And that's how Esau desire is to get this new world order,
Man. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
So he wants in this great reset, he wants a smarter city, he wants a smarter youth.
That's right. He said, if you get all people, you know, if you get everybody together, you push them off the beast.
Yeah.
And then you have everybody in his palm of his hand. This whole thing is about getting everybody together. That one religion, like the world, one religion, one people. basically one government, basically.
Yeah, showing you Esau, he really come in the spirit of Nimrod.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Nimrod was a cunning hunter.
Mhm.
You know, his first kingdom was Babel. You know, I mean, so this is just it's nothing new under the sun. It's just the Lord is using the wicked to do it. Like he's gonna fully embrace that spirit. You know, he took it further than him.
That's heavy. Yeah, Esau was like wickedness in its perfection. You know, before it's completely put out. That's why Esau embodies. You know, that's why he's nicknamed after all these wicked empires, man. You know, because really you go through you know, excluding the Persians, you know, and he really has embodied every beast of Daniel 7th chapter, man. You know, the Assyrians, he known as the daughter of Babylon, the Greeks, you know, the Romans, you know, he embodies, he's the perfection of wickedness, and this is now the chosen line, you know, which when you look at the chosen line, you know, we will always go off, man. You know, Adam went off, you know, through Eve, listened to the serpent. The sons of God went off during the time of Noah, and then you had us as Israelites, you know, we would fall away, you know, and eventually fell completely away, you know, during the time of 70 AD. You see, but now the sons of God get it like, wow, wickedness has to be nipped in the bud, because this is what it can turn to. Because now the serpent is a 7-headed dragon with 10 horns, man, destroying the earth, man. You see?
Esau, he's like that character off of Dragon Ball Z, Cell. What he does, he absorbs all the other people's powers. And what Esau does with all these ancient kings, he steals their different ideologies and symbolisms. You know what I'm saying? He make it as his own. So it's like a conglomerate of all these ancient kings that once ruled. And that's how America's pretty much bound up into.
Yeah, but Cell would get stronger when he would absorb those people.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Beat them.
And then think about it. The reason you probably don't embody the Persians like that, because you know the Persians let us go back.
So it's Cyrus. Yeah. Esau ain't
he like he probably seen Persia. He said he let him go. Hell no.
Yeah. And it says Isaiah, the Lord called Cyrus his servant.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, Cyrus, he wasn't an Israelite, but just the fact that the Lord
controls in the kingdom of men.
That's it. That's it, bro.
It's the book of Psalm 140. I started on verse 1. It says, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. It said, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. It says, keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings. Here's the point. The proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. You know,
Yeah, man, and that's Esau to the T. You know, read it again, man.
Okay. It says, they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips.
And they said that poison. And so, but the snake again, the snake. That's Esau to the T, man. They don't, and you know, the loud time. They're loud. See, they laugh at the people. That's why when the 9/11 hit, they laughed at the people. They kept pushing it over and over, and all the people in the United States, like they looked at a Muslim. Oh, yeah, and the Muslim was like, what the fuck I do? But the Muslim didn't have nothing to do with 9/11. But the lies kept going around to make everybody hate the Muslims.
Put that negative stigma on.
That's right. But the same way they do those people too. Let's talk about black man. Oh man, we some criminals, thugs. They might got proof like he was like well, I see how black people feel now because they get the same treatment because they call them you look at white people, they call them terrorists. He's like, well, I see how the black people feel because they call them thugs. He's trying to say how we feel now because they trying to see us we some thugs. He's like, well, I see where it comes from now. But that's what Esau do though. He keep pushing them lies out there, saying the Muslim tagging 9/11, they done this, they done that. That's how they do us.
And really what's happening is the wicked just being revealed.
That's it.
Because that's your spirit anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not sure exactly what Garth Brooks is, you know, this background, but just like Esau's spirit, like in general, like y'all are the terrorists.
Yeah.
You know, it's just you threw that stigma on us to cover yourself up.
Yeah.
But some Ayash and then Priest Abaya had said, which it links up. See, the reason why you been getting off and getting away with all this shit. See now, the Lord just about to get you. That's why it seems like guys that will get acquitted, they'll get away, so to speak. Whether on some federal charges or whatever, you did like some big crimes. You pedophiles getting away because we in a time where the Lord about to judge Cain. We in that time. But it's that same spirit, brother. Start off in Genesis 25. The spirit of Esau goes back to Cain and goes back to that serpent. Yeah. See, now we just at the end of that. Mm-hmm. You got it, bro.
I ain't gonna say one thou awakens, O Lord, thou would despise their image. So now the Most High, he roused up, and it comes from their elect waking up. Constantly crying, to the Father, man. On Lion King, the Simba wanted his father Mufasa to go show him around the kingdom, and he kept bothering, he kept pulling on his ear, and he finally woke up. That's how the elect doing. How about
sign the Quran,
tugging them, and he gonna wake up and do something.
Right? Give him no rest. No rest. Right, rest.
And this is for Elder Kazak, Genesis 4:12. When thou till the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall you be in the earth.
It is more characteristics, and that's why it's good to understand, reincarnation. Yeah, I call it the reincarnation doctrine. Everything got to be a doctrine. It's a part of the doctrine. Fools, when I till the ground, it should not yield forth her strength unto thee. That's having no Esau either. That's why they got to make all these genetically modified foods. They got to make genetically modified crops. They got something that's called Terminator seed technology. They want to get rid of, real crops, real organic crops, and replace it with their own. So this has to be fulfilled through a nation.
3D print food.
3D shit.
Right. 3D everything.
Yeah. And then another characteristic of a fugitive, they will constantly change their ID.
Right.
Esau, he's European, he's Australian, he's Anglo-Saxon, he's American, and he changed everybody else out there. Yeah. He's us,
Yeah.
He's everybody, man.
Yeah.
Except for that fugitive.
Yeah.
Yes. The word Rothschilds, they was call themselves Baron, which means peasant.
Bower.
Which means peasant. Rothschilds mean red shield.
Red shield.
Right back to their identity as being the place, man.
Yeah, trying to cover it up. And it didn't work, man. You watch Bible movies, like the Ten Commandments. Here it is, Esau's supposed to be the Jews or the Israelites, but then they also the Egyptians. You everybody.
And just about Chicago, I think what that red shield, they also put that over their bank. The father did. Because that goes to show you that they know that they Esau too. They come from the lineage of Esau. Because the red going into the complexion, crimson, right? Yeah. And then the shield goes into being the strength of your father.
Yeah.
Hence the son.
That's it.
These niggas are smart, man. And wickedness though,
Yeah, so in the spirit, y'all ever watch the movie Face Off?
Yeah.
That's what they did. As a nation of people. Okay.
This is Psalm 145. It says, "The proud have hid a snare for me, and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me." So the different snares, cords, and gins, that's going to Esau's traps. Where he pushes out there with this Maxine, how he's getting everybody to go ahead and trust into science and not into the Heavenly Father, more the herbs, man. You have a lot of our people now talking nowadays saying, "Well, I'm just gonna wait and see how majority of the people gonna handle it, how it's gonna handle them or whatever." So really, they're trusting to this science. So they putting away side of the Heavenly Father, dealing with the herbs and stuff like that.
But then you so-called Christians will be in church Sunday, talking about you follow the commandments of God. These are the people who, like the Most High say, you honor me with your mouth, but in your deeds, you go take the Maxine.
Full of shit.
A hypocritical nation, man.
Yeah, that's Jake. That's Jake, man. When Esau eat them, you ain't getting away. because the word vagabond, it also means wanderer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you've been on the loose for a long time. And the scriptures say with Revelation 20, you know, you came out of them caves after the 1,000-year period. And don't listen to GOCC, because they'll tell you that the Lord's gonna come back. And then that after the 1,000-year period, basically we're gonna go down again. I'm kidding you not, that's what GOCC teaching. They teaching the Lord will come back, gonna save us, but after the 1,000-year period, we're gonna go down again, and then Satan gonna be loosed again. That's why don't listen to these other camps, man. All right, Esau already been loosed. That 1,000-year period, talking about the dark ages, man. That ended, and his deadly wound was healed, and now we see this Esau off the chain. But see, his time about to be up, man. Lord about to get this people, man.
Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Yep. So how could it be just 1,000 years?
You got Jay prophesied about them going to slavery again. Damn.
Same Jay said this ain't hell. Yeah. Because they believe in the actual hell. GOCC.
Another book for you, baby. This is Luke 21:24. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
That's why it's good to understand history and good to understand timelines. You know, because it jumped from 70 AD to the transatlantic slave trade to you listen to what's they called they had the Balfour Declaration, basically them get possession of our land. So that's what it's going into, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
So there's a certain time where their kingdom, their age is gonna be done. And we're in that time now, man.
You got it, bro.
So I got one more for you, bro. This is Romans 9:22 states, I'll start verse 21. Romans 9:21. Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
And who's the one honor? The honor is the Israelites. Starting to live. And the dishonor is your Edomites.
That's right.
That's who the Lord talking about.
Yep.
And you dishonor ass people.
And the lump, that's Isaac. You know, because it came from one man.
That's right. That's right. Verse 22. What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the kingdom of Esau, the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
That's all you know. That's it. He could go in the world with that military. That's how you live by. You live by the sword. You live by that sword.
And they're gonna be met with that same force. You know, it is something higher. Because see, the Lord about to get you. So you're not only gonna deal with World War III, you know, like we were speaking about earlier, Cain been getting away for a long time. And the serpent, you know, we're going back to when Esau was first on the scene, the serpent destroyed paradise. He didn't get away with that shit, man. See, we're in the time these people really getting judged, man. You know?
And then we dropped that bomb over there. They had all nations, had everybody shook. And they ain't want to, oh man, they got that. They kept everybody in line.
Yeah.
But now, everybody got that technology.
It's
now.
Playing field.
That's right. It's even now.
Spirit, man.
Because you know that biological warfare, that's their sword as well.
Come on.
Because that Maxine, you look at the needle, it's shaped like a little tiny sword, man. That's how you know Esau, he's blessed with that sword. That's why he's pushing out there so heavy about accepting this Maxine.
Yeah.
That's that vibration he's pushing out.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of your man JoJo or Sleepy Joe, you got different nicknames, but see, he's you know, he's gonna enforce FEMA, you know, to push the Maxine in different locations, man, all throughout the state. So his first 100 days, well, they said it, they want to vaccinate like 100,000, 100 million, excuse me. So it's like 100 million people in the first 100 days.
There's no limit.
Yeah.
And they're pushing about double masks now too. They want people to start wearing double masks.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You double stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what am I have one mask on? If you don't feel no type of way with putting the other mask on, like in the process of
Right. They gonna come before us. You imagine how many people gonna pass out.
Yeah, Rick.
You got motherfuckers on the treadmill in the gym with that shit on.
You know what?
I put 2 on them on.
I see motherfucker in the car right down the road with him, man. I look
Nobody
at
in the car with.
dumb motherfucker.
They're supposed to be enforcing that though. Having masks on
In the
while
car.
you drive.
on the interstate. He said because the interstate that's federal. So he said he can do executive order and enforce masks on the interstate. He already did executive order for all federal workers to wear a mask. You know, so everybody that's federal worker have to wear the mask.
That's why the scripture say he calls it home.
Yeah.
There you go.
Man, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Well, no, it's just good.
Go ahead, bro.
Alright, this Obadiah 1:1. It said the division of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Concerning Edom. Who's Edom? The so-called white people. Go ahead, bro.
So we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen, and arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
They greatly despised. I'm up there despised.
Yeah, you had this, I think he was an Elamite. And he was just going in on so-called white privilege, man. Hey, that prophecy is being exercised, man. Like these heathen nations, they actually hate you, man.
Yeah, it's coming out.
You know? And not to mention, they done built up their military, so they want war.
Look, everybody sick of the damn devil, to be honest with you. Everybody sick of them. Everybody, they sick of their own damn self, really. You know, because they what is it, save
Save the bag and save.
save, yeah.
And the Hebrew word for despise is basah. It says to despise, hold in contempt, disdain, regard with contempt, to be despised, to be despicable, to be vile, worthless.
To be dying, worthless. You Edomites are worthless. You ain't pure. You ain't God's chosen people. So get that out of your fucking head. You ain't superior. You inferior. You ain't shit, man. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Most I despise y'all.
When that Ishmael that threw their shoe.
Yeah, but yeah, so what? I remember that.
That's
disrespect.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it said greatly despised. Not just despised, greatly. You know, that's a lot. There's more than just regular. You know what I mean?
And it's to the point to where the Lord can't do nothing else with you. You done served your purpose, man, and you're destroying the earth. There's one Jake Reverend that was reading today. His name slips outside right now, but you know he was quoting scriptures. He was quoting Isaiah the 2nd chapter, where it speaks about nation not lifting up sword against nation. But they're gonna try to incorporate America in it and say let's instead use our resources for peace and all this and that. Like everything he was quoting, that's dealing with Israel. Like the Edomites not gonna do that. Right. Like the brother had got into, the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. Now it's just time for them to go out. Yeah. The Lord don't need them no more, man.
Reverend Sylvester B.
Yeah, that's a
nigga that's a vessel. He tell you turn the
there's a scripture in Isaiah the 2nd chapter.
Turn the swords into problems.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, he's surrounded by 25,000 National Guard, 15,000 shooters.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, because, see, they can't force prophecy to fit, man, to how they want it to fit. That's why prophecy, is devouring everything, man. These people are done, man.
It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that sank in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground.
That's Esau.
Right, pride.
They can't be stopped. Can't be touched.
And King David called them proud waters.
Man. And I also say like his habitation. And I looked it up and like his living, you know,
Like in high-rise.
high-rise building, you know, that's how they live.
Skyscraper.
Oh, you got some that scrapes the sky.
That's too damn far. That's too far. Because, you know, because, you know, we not say in the burn a building. If you like 2 stories, hey, I can jump out there, you might break your legs and you live, but you wait the fuck up there, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it.
But see, that goes to show you, you know, the main significance of reincarnation, because these nations do what they once did.
Right.
Just like back in the day, they was in the cockiest mountain.
Right.
That was a high habitation.
They cover the rocks too.
It covered the rocks, you know.
Yeah, so let's go back to their characteristics. You know,
They get the fucking trucks and they
man,
go
they
put
put
them
them
up
up there
in
in
the
the
sky.
hat, they like the big up hats.
Big ass monster
Yeah,
trucks.
the
Down.
monster truck,
That's their characteristics. That's like a pride seat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To sit up there and
Yeah,
you be looking down on everybody, like, look at them down there. You know what I mean? Dang.
I'll see it. And you see how the eagle be flying over
Right. Like, all right, it's 4. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee. It says, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Come, and that's it. Yeah, my child gonna bring Esau down.
Come.
That's who gonna take them out of power.
Take my power.
That's who's gonna do it.
Yep.
We can't do it. We can't do it. We need help from Yahweh Basham to take this devil down. The big brother gonna come take him out.
The same person who gave him his blessing.
The one gonna take him out.
And that's how you know Isaac was Yahweh.
That's right.
Isaac had the authority to give Esau a kingdom,
That's
to
right.
give Jacob a kingdom. He had to be Yahweh.
Different worlds.
Those different worlds, man.
And with that, we hope you Akim wa Aki Waffle edified. You know, stay strong. We almost home. All right. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahushua. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahushua. Bahasham. Rakah. Dash. Double honor to our apostles and this great millstone. Peace and blessed to the hopeful elect. All right. Yahweh. Bahasham. Yahushua. Bahasham. Rakah. Dash. Abode. Abode.
Shalom.